Hi, I'm Valerie Womble with Exit One Stop Realty, and I have Paul Moerman with Gateway Mortgage with me today.
Hi there.
We're going to interview him and just learn a little bit more about his business and what he offers the community in Fernandina Beach, Florida, and Yulee, Florida, and all the surrounding areas. So, Paul, tell us what areas you specialize in as a lender for the area.
Well, I really specialize in Fernandina Beach and Nassau County, but really all of Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. I hang out in a lot.
Awesome. So what made you decide to become a mortgage lender?
Yeah, that's a great question. The person who did my first mortgage knew that I needed to get some work and asked me if it would be something I'd be interested in. I'd always been in hospitality and finance before, and combining the two things was just a natural step for me into helping people be homeowners.
Yeah, and you're good at it, so that's an awesome fit for you. What is your most memorable experience you've had in the mortgage industry?
Wow, there's really been several over the years. I most enjoy working with first-time home buyers, and so I could probably say many a time with helping a first-time home buyer, but specifically helping somebody who thought they never could buy a home.
Right.
And I was able to get them some assistance through our local program here in the county, as well as help them find a home that was going to fit their needs for their family. And when they thought they weren't going to be able to buy a home at all, next thing they know, they were getting keys and making memories in that new spot. Yeah,
that's a good feeling when you get to help somebody like that.
Sure
so
is,
I can totally understand that. What are some odd requests that you've had?
A mobile home on stilts.
Beachfront.
Beachfront. Some really unique river properties, I think, in the western part of the county. Lots of funky requests. Doing some cross collateralization with like RVs and things like that, which you always wonder about what's kind of going through that thought process. Right. But it's probably always been the weird properties that kind of blown my mind.
That's a funny story because like I've definitely had those experiences too, and it's got to be tied down. That's like what I've learned in real estate. What are some of your favorite things to do in Fernandina and Yulee, if you have something in Yulee as well?
We're a big water family, so we get out in the water as much as possible. Obviously, sitting on the beach is a lot of fun, but do a lot with kayaks and actually being on the water and goofing off and exploring all the beauty around the area.
Yeah.
We're big campers too, so anytime we get a chance to go out and do some camping, preferably on the water, it makes it even better.
Have you ever camped at Fort Clinch?
I actually have. I sure have.
How is it out there?
It's a lot of fun. It's a great campground and a lot to do and see and hike around. And you only really get to see some of those things by camping there and staying on the property. So.
Yeah. And you're pretty involved in the community as well. You want to share some of the things that you're involved in?
Quite a bit. I'm a big member of the Chamber of Commerce. I'm an ambassador with the Chamber, and I really enjoy that. Getting to go to ribbon cuttings and meet a lot of the business owners in the community. I'm real passionate about our environment, and I'm on the Keep Nassau Beautiful board of directors and on the beautification committee.
Right.
So creating and help define some of our natural resources for everybody to enjoy and to preserve for future generations is really important to me, as well as I'm very active on Fernandina Beach Main Street Association as well. So try and keep my interest focused here in the area and keeping Amelia Island, Fernandina Beach, as beautiful as it always has been, so that we can continue to enjoy it and make a livelihood out of what we do.
For sure. Yeah, I've seen that passion from you, so I think that I definitely see that you are part of that, and that's a great fit for you.
I try.
So what is your favorite restaurant? You can name a couple because I know that's hard.
Yeah, there's definitely a few. I definitely enjoy all the Cafe Caribou and
that's one of my favorites.
McGregor's is a good little sneaky spot not everybody knows about. This is one of the same restaurants. Salty Pelican's always fun, just because of the view. And let's see, I always enjoy getting down to the south end of the island and enjoying some of the restaurants down there as well.
Yeah.
At the Ritz or at the Albany.
Oh yeah, they have some good restaurants there. So yeah, for sure.
When we want to get fancy, that's where we head.
All right, now we're going to get to know you a little bit more. What is the most random thing you've ever watched on Netflix?
Probably some wacky cartoon that one of my daughters made me watch. It's always something a little bit different, but most likely it's something I got roped into during dinner on movie night on a Friday night with my two little girls.
Oh yeah, you're stuck in that world right now, so I could totally see that. What is your pet peeve?
Well, I'm sure I've got a few that kind of get on me, but arguing over minutia sometimes is one thing that gets on my nerves a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to say okay and move on.
Right.
And when people want to prove to me they're right, when I'm already agreeing that they're right, it sometimes gets a little bit
I can see that about you. I can totally see that about you. What's your greatest challenge?
Staying focused. Sometimes we get pulled in so many directions with family and work, and those lines get grayed around here. So some days you just got to say, it's time to go to work, and I'm going into the office, and I'm not going to be available. But then you get that phone call or that text from your daughter or your wife, and you're like, oh, well, I need to answer it. And it's just like, nope. So I got to get back to work.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy the family side of things, and
right.
And some days you just got to be like, nope, got to go to work.
Yeah. So you kind of answered this when you said your favorite things to do in Fernandina, but what do you like to do for fun? I know you just got back from a big trip, so traveling is probably part of that.
Big travel is a big part of our family. We like having experiences. So whether we're traveling across the world or just to the springs in Florida, that's another big fun thing we like to do and get out and about. So I think one of my big focuses is having experiences with my children and my wife, and so that those will be the things they remember me by and the legacy I create. Yeah. Not just leaving them stuff that they're not really going to remember.
And we share a passion for sports. We're not the same team fans, but we definitely share that. So that's cool too.
For sure. Yeah. We're really into sports at my house. I went to school in the ACC, so we're always pulling for ACC basketball. But I grew up in Georgia. I was the first one in a few generations not to be a Bulldog. So Bulldogs in my blood, and I believe red and black, as well as red and white for NC State. So it's okay, and it's all right to pull for the SEC in football and ACC in basketball.
Okay, well, I'll let you get back with that. So what if somebody wanted to get in contact with you, what's your business website?
The best way to get in touch with me is really on my cell phone. Okay. Like everybody else, texting or just a phone call. Or you can find me at Gateway Mortgage paulmoerman.com, I believe is the one.
And we'll put that on the
we can get that out
as
there.
well. Yeah.
And
what's your phone number if somebody wanted to contact you? Phone call, text, whatever.
It's 901. That's correct. 901-489-1645.
Awesome. And Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Yep, I'm on Facebook as Paul Moerman, also as Gateway Mortgage Paul Moerman and Gateway Mortgage Fernandina Beach. We actually have a few pages here on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn as well, and still learning about some of the other new things to get on to. Yeah. But maybe you'll see me on Insta soon.
Awesome. And so tell me a little bit about what you specialize in as far as loans do. Residential, obviously.
Yeah, my focus is residential mortgage. I do, we mentioned first-time home buyers here recently, or just a minute ago, but also people getting ready to retire. Yeah. Those are really my two favorite groups to work with, just because they're very similar. But I also enjoy working with everything in between. And as my business has grown, referrals have become my number one source. And that's really neat when you start working with extended families and the whole family trees and friends of friends and referrals. So those people getting ready to buy that next house are just as much fun as the first-time home buyers and the retirees.
Yeah, and with Fernandina Beach, we have a huge opportunity for second homes, investment homes, short-term rentals, all of that. So you have specialize in that as well?
We specialize in a little bit of everything, but definitely helping people buy that second home, how they can convert it into an investment property, helping people to determine what might be the best moving forward, what kind of income they could get out of that property to help them qualify to buy that second home or investment property.
That's awesome. Well, Paul, it was great getting to know you a little bit more today, and hopefully our community will get to know you too. If you are looking for a loan or purchasing a home, please call Paul. He would love to help you at Gateway Mortgage.
Absolutely. Call me anytime.